Good evening, everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. And it is my pleasure now to introduce India's first ever male silver medalist at the World Championships, Kidambi Srikanth. Kidambi, thanks a lot for talking to CNN News 18. I'm sure you must be absolutely delighted and elated with your performance.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm extremely happy with the way the last 1 week has been for me.
Hmm. I remember the last time we spoke was just before the Olympics, and you had missed the bus to the Tokyo Games in a very heartbreaking fashion with all the disruptions that took place because of COVID. It's been a remarkable turnaround for you. You were not exactly dejected then, you were quietly confident that you will obviously get your opportunity soon and how you made them count.
Yeah, for the Olympics, I couldn't really play. Like 7 to 9 tournaments got cancelled. I couldn't
Hmm.
really play and get the points that are required to qualify.
Hmm.
But again, I know that there'll be a lot of tournaments after the Olympics as well, and I have to stay fit, keep working
Hmm.
to perform, and I kept working hard, and then and yeah, I'm just happy that all that hard work finally paid off.
Hmm. How did you keep yourself motivated? Because it was a big disappointment for you to not be playing, your second consecutive Olympics after making the quarterfinals and having that wonderful quarterfinals, losing it to Lindan in 2016. How did you keep yourself motivated? Were there any moments of real doubt of, dejection or depression?
Definitely not. I I I know that I can do well. If I
Hmm.
get to play more tournaments, I'll get back to that rhythm, get back to that
Hmm.
flow. I'll get the feeling of playing the matches, and I know
Hmm.
that once I get that feeling, I can do really well because I was feeling very confident.
Hmm.
But all that I required was to play more number of tournaments, which
Hmm.
didn't happen before the Olympics. But luckily, this happened before the World Championships, and yeah, and finally I could get back my rhythm, and then you know continue from there, and then play well at the World Championships.
Well, play well, you indeed did. From 2017 successes of yours, where you won four titles and five finals, and of course the 2018 Commonwealth Games successes, it has been a period, a couple of years of great hardship for you since your injury and, the resurgence and the recovery from that. How would you describe the last 4 years, last 3 to 4 years?
Uh, See, 2017 was an was a very excellent year for me. I think
Hmm.
it was one of the best years that I had in my career. 2018, I became world number one. I won Commonwealth silver, Commonwealth
Hmm.
gold. Again in 2019, I played few semi-finals, quarter-finals, and then I played India Open finals, uh, and then a Hong Kong semi-final. And then
Hmm.
2020, I was really feeling good, but the tournaments got cancelled again
Hmm.
due to COVID. And then again in 2021, I was feeling really good. I played well at the Swiss Open, but
Hmm.
again the tournaments got cancelled. Uh, so yeah, so I just wanted that a little bit of tournament match practice,
Hmm.
and I always knew that if once I get that match practice, once I get that feel, I can always do well.
Hmm.
And yeah, I always told myself that it's a matter of time before I get back to it.
So let's talk about the World Championships themselves. What would you say worked really well for you? I'm not just talking about on court, of course, because a lot of off court stuff also goes into good performances on court. So, what really worked for you in the run up to this tournament? I believe you were not even sure that you will manage to play in this tournament because you were having some visa issues, etc. So while all of that was going on, what worked for you mentally, physically, that you were able to, register the best ever performance by an Indian male?
See, in last 3.5 months, I played about 9 or 10 tournaments.
Hmm.
Uh, so I think that 7 or 8 tournaments that I played before the World Championships really made that difference, because by playing that many number of matches really helped me uh,
Hmm.
get back my feeling. and and luckily I could peak at the right moment for the World
Hmm.
Championships. And again for the visa, yes, I had some issues with the visa, but it has nothing to do with anyone from
Yeah.
BI government or me. It was just because after I came back from the World Tour finals in Indonesia, I only had about 3 or 4 days before I have to leave for Spain. But
Hmm.
out of 4 days, I think 2 or 3 days, the Spain embassy was had some holidays,
Hmm.
so many people had to work extremely hard. I think people from BI supported me really well, during that time.
Hmm.
People, and they've also uh, spoken to government, Sai,
Hmm.
Tops, everyone. I think really helped me in
Hmm.
getting that visa,
Hmm.
and yeah, after I went there, I had a very good matches, and then yeah, here I am, just very happy.
How does it feel then? How does it feel to be the first Indian, male to win the silver medal at the World Championships? I don't think I've ever seen you smiling so much. First of all, so you must be really, really happy. How does it feel to,
So,
to get this against
frankly,
your name?
sorry, your voice
How does it
broke
feel
in
to
the
get
last
this
bit.
against your name? To be the first Indian male badminton player to win the silver.
See, frankly, I didn't know till one reporter told me after my semi-final match.
Huh.
I didn't know that nobody has ever has reached a final before in World Championships.
Yeah.
But again, I don't really think too much about those things. Those stats, I don't really care much. All I want is to win medals. So I
Hmm.
am only concerned about how I am playing, and I only focus on winning tournaments and winning medals.
Hmm. So the World Championship medal obviously is very important for any badminton player. These are one of the big, medals to have in your cabinet. How long has this been a target of yours to win the World Championship medal?
See, I think from say 2017, uh, I definitely had this in mind. I always wanted to win a medal at the World Championships,
Hmm.
but this time, I know 2017 I couldn't get it. 2018 also was a very tough year, uh, but I would say I'm very happy that finally I'm able to win a medal.
Hmm. And in this period where you obviously couldn't qualify for the Olympics and you were not getting consistent practice, I remember speaking to Gopi Chand also on the disappointment of not making it to the Olympics and after your World Championship medal as well. So he's obviously talked about keeping that faith and that belief. But during this period, who, if any one person, has been a great source of help and inspiration for you to just keep your focus?
Uh, See, for me, I think I believed in myself very strongly. I
Hmm.
always knew that if I can work hard, if I work hard the right way, and get that enough match practice, I can definitely do well.
Hmm.
Uh, Also, people at the academy, the coaches, support staff, like the physios, trainers, everyone, they all were very helpful.
Hmm.
They all had belief in me. They all believed in me, and then and yeah, they all really worked as hard as I worked for myself.
Hmm.
And yeah, I'm just happy that everything paid off today, and then I am finally able to
Yeah.
do well.
So you're back in the top 10 as far as the rankings are concerned. Where would you place yourself as far as world badminton is concerned right now? And what is your next target?
I would say I am definitely in the top 8, uh, if not anything. Uh, but again, I don't really think too much about the rankings. All I want is the performance. I want to be very consistent and try and win as many tournaments as possible.
Hmm. So, As far as world badminton is concerned right now, where would you place yourself?
Yeah, I would say
As
I
far as the
am
competition is
kind of.
concerned.
Sorry.
As far as the competition is concerned.
Yeah, I would definitely place myself in the top eight for sure. I think
Hmm.
I'm playing really well at the moment. I would uh, I would say I definitely belong to the top eight of the world at the moment.
And what would be your next target? What is the, because in the Commonwealth Games, the one big medal that you have, which is, it was a men's single silver. You've got a silver in the World Championships. I'm sure that at some point of time you want to convert these silvers to gold, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There is Commonwealth Games, Asian Games in 2022.
Hmm.
There is World Championships also. So I will definitely try and you know go to that reach that one more step.
Hmm. And there were a few people who raised a little bit of doubt over you, as and there was a little bit of uh, commentary about how it wasn't so much the tournaments, it was also the fact that you didn't have that great performances, or you weren't in great form, that resulted in you missing the bus to Tokyo, or whatever criticism may have come your way. Do you feel your world championship medal is a perfect reply to anyone who doubted you?
See, I don't really want to, or I feel I don't have to prove anything to anyone.
Hmm.
I feel I have to believe in me, and I have to prove. If I have to prove anything, I have to prove it to myself.
Hmm.
I strongly feel that I don't have to prove anything to anyone. People who believe in me will believe in me even if I am performing, not performing. There are people who supported me even when I'm not performing, like BI, Sai, Tops, Academy. Everyone supported me even during that injury phase, or
Hmm.
even after knowing that I didn't qualify for the Olympic, they still supported me. So people who support me, they still believe, like who believe in me, they still support me.
Hmm.
Who don't believe in me, they'll never support me whatever I say, and I don't really have to prove to any such people. To the people who always supported me, I would really like to thank them. uh, and I will definitely try and get better, and be more consistent and win more tournaments and win more medals.
Hmm. Because your coach Gopichand has also talked about consistency. He's talked about how you can have a brilliant 2022, which is a big year, as you've mentioned, with such big tournaments and events coming up. And he said that you will have to keep your focus on consistency. Consistency is the key for Shrikant.
Yes, you know, uh, it's like I've reached a world championship final, so it means that I kind of figured out a way to win matches. But in a bigger events, it's always important to win every match that I play to reach final. So it'll be a knockout from the very first round. So it's important to win every match to reach final, like say
Hmm.
4 or 5 matches to reach final. So if you have to win so many number of matches in one tournament, you have to be very consistent. So
Hmm.
I will definitely work on being more consistent, and yeah, let's just see what happens in 2022.
So let's share a little bit of away from the game. Who was the first person you called after your medal, and what was that conversation like?
So I spoke to my parents. I spoke to Gopi Bhaiya.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, these are the two people that I spoke to first.
And what did you say, and what did they say? How did your
Uh,
parents react?
yeah, they were very happy. They were they were very happy. Gopi Bhai also was very happy.
Hmm.
And yeah, I was also very happy.
Do you feel like some weight has been lifted off your shoulders, because you obviously had been searching for a big performance to come back into the top focus for quite some time? Is there a sense of relief as well, that you were finally able to get to a big final and achieve such a big achievement?
I don't know, but see, I worked towards it, and I'm
Hmm.
happy that it has worked. Whatever that I've done has worked, and I'll just continue doing what has worked, and probably do some changes and then try and get better. But if you ask me if there's a burden on me, then I definitely don't know, because I don't really think too much about those things. I want to keep things very simple.
Hmm.
I want to focus on that next tournament that I'm playing, and once I
Hmm.
go to that tournament, I want to focus on the next match that I'm playing. That's it.
But there will be a lot of weight of expectations now. I mean, Sindhu has achieved the World Championship gold, and that has been a great moment in Indian sports. So now people will expect that Kidambi will get us the next gold from World Championships. Expectations will certainly rise.
Yeah, and again, you can't do anything. There'll definitely be expectations, and I'll try and live up to them. I'll definitely work hard, and I'll definitely try to get that goal next time.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Kidambi Srikanth, many congratulations once again. Love how you keep it simple, and I think that's the trick. So many congratulations and all the best for the future as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.